What's going on, YouTube? You know it is the Big Fat Irish Guy. Today, I got a very special guest, and he's gonna introduce himself, the one and only.
Caleb Pinkett, what's up, y'all? YouTube Nation, what's the deal?
All right, you guys, so peep this out. We're in Casita on Ventura Boulevard in Sherman Oaks, California. I've been hearing so much talk about this restaurant. It's off the chains every time. So I had to come tap in with the man himself. You know what I mean? So here we go, you guys, YouTube. Let's go inside and let's check it out.
Go.
All right, YouTube, what's going on? You know it is the Big Fat Irish Guy. I told you we were coming up in here. Now, peep this out. I got the chicken taquitos. Now, this is my homie's favorite. He said this is the bomb. So, you know what I mean? We're going to give it a 1 through 10. How about you? You got what you get?
I gotta get the chicken taquitos. It's my favorite here. But you know what I mean? I like the chicken tacos or chicken taquitos. I keep it real social. You know what I mean? That's how I do it.
That's right. And Big Dub, tell me what you get.
I got the ceviche, shrimp ceviche, and the street corn.
Ooh, there we go. All right, YouTube, so peep this out. We're going to give this a 1 through 10, you know what I mean? So, it's on the poppin'. Come on, go.
So how them taquitos?
I love them. I'm a taquito fan. Cause Mexican food is my favorite food. So, because I like to keep my girlish figure, I eat certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I'm 43. Like, whoa. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, no, all BS aside, like I like chicken tacos because they're clean. It's just a tortilla, chicken, cilantro, onion, salsa. That's it, right? So, and I'll have guacamole on the side, stuff like that. I like salmon with a little bit of beans or rice, you know, not too much, but it's just good because I love the flavor. I like using lemon on my stuff. I mean, shoot, I grew up with all Mexicans my entire life in Moreno Valley, California. Anybody know about the IE? It's like 98% Mexican. I'm lying, but it's close. It's more than 60. I tell you that. It's definitely more than 60%. And so because of that, I just grew up that way. I'm used to it. So it's my style of food that I just love. So yeah, it always works. That's right. Oh, my score. Well, with this, it's always an 8+. Always an 8+. Always. You know what I mean? I always leave room because there could always be a little something, but this is delicious. Like an 8+ is ridiculous. Like if it was a chick and I say she an 8+, you know she bad because nobody gets the 10.
He said nobody gets a 10.
You know what I'm saying?
So out of all the movies we did and all the TV shows, man, out of all of them, which one is your favorite?
Okay. Well, because you know this strike is ending sooner than later, definitely Cobra Kai, my favorite TV show. Yeah, and movie, I gotta say, After Earth that I did with my brother-in-law and my nephew, and then Charm City Kings. That one I did all in Baltimore, in the streets of Baltimore, which anybody from that area knows. Yeah, in Baltimore with dirt bikes, like insane. I loved it. It was such a great time. So those two, really.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so let me ask you this. So how many movies have you produced?
Oh, shoot. Probably 7 that I got credit for and at least 15 total. It's like 6 others or 8 others that I didn't. Because when you work for a production company and you're on a movie, what they call paying your dues, you're cutting your teeth. So you're actually producing, but you don't get the credit. Your boss gets the credit. And then what happens is the more you do it, your boss says, okay, I'm gonna let you put your name on this one. And that's like how it goes. That's how you build it up. So they call it paying your dues, cutting your teeth.
So, Dubs, I mean, how about we get back to that seafood tower you had over there, man? So what you give it 1 through 10, man?
Let me try it again. Let me get one more bite.
This is so bomb. I'm not even lying. This is bomb.
I'm gonna give it an 8. It's different. That's Hickman.
Yeah.
And I prefer it.
Well, it's my favorite dish because I love chicken taquitos, so it's delicious. See, what they add here that I love are pickled onions on top. Don't ask me why, but it works. I never had that before, but it works. So are we close to a street? Because see, we out here, we in the realness, you know what I'm saying? We out here, we not playing. We in the streets while we eating. So we hearing cars, you hearing sirens, you know what I'm saying? Stuff is going on in Sherman Oaks.
Sherman Oaks gang members.
You know what I'm saying? We out here wiggling. It's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying?
We almost forgot to do the corn.
Yeah. Almost.
Corn is bomb. I'm gonna say, compared to like normal street corn is usually sour and salty. This is more savory. It's good. It's different, but I like it. So I'm gonna give that a 8.5 right there.
Oh, wait, that's right. That's what I'm talking about. There you go.
That's right. Caleb made it.
With these hands right here. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Hey, Doug, why you need some of the salsa? I'm up with the bomb, ain't it? I'm telling you. Bro, that's the first time I ever had chicken that's soft, bro. You know what I mean?
And you got soft ass teeth, so you need that.
See? So they got it. All we got to throw is salt on. We can go to my mouth. We can't throw no more. Alright, so look, for me, this is the softest chicken I ever had in my life. I'm not even lying. This chicken melts in your mouth. That's how bomb it is. I'm gonna have to give it a 9.1. And I mean, listen, you know me. I hardly give 9s. This is a 9.1, hands down. This is top of the line. If you guys are in Sherman Oaks, tap into the Casita on Ventura. This motherfucker is off the chain. It's bomb.
You know, I was gonna ask you, what's your favorite Pac record? Because you always talk about Pac. And I was gonna ask, so how much of the lyrics do you be rapping? Are you one of those West Side? Re-ride? Like he leave the words out? Because you know, Pac was like, West Side nigga, we ride. Right? I was like, West we ride.
You know what? Look, I'm gonna tell you, Pac, at least my generation, right? During my era of being in prison, that's the artist you heard more on the tiers. When we had our boombox and we would hook up our Super 3s, Super 2s, Pac is the one.
Even Russell, like
absolutely.
Really?
Absolutely. No other artist can sing songs that, you know, because dudes don't want to be soft.
Right.
Well, he talked about they feel, but they don't want to say it.
That's right.
So when you ask me what song, there's too many. There's Shed So Many Tears.
It depends on the mood you're in. Is that
One for my mom is Dear Mama.
Yeah.
You know, because my mom committed suicide. But Shed So Many Tears, and then Troublesome 96 is one I used to. But that was one I used to listen to when I was still sick in the head, because I would think of what my case.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean?
shit, dog.
Like, you listen to what he's talking about.
Oh, I know. Like I had the opportunity to meet him one time, and that was amazing. And he was exactly the way I thought he would be. He was exactly that. I'll never forget it. I was 13. It was at my sister's birthday party because Jada and Pac were best friends. People be trying to be like, oh, they were in. No, it wasn't that. They didn't have a sexual relationship. They were really like brother and sister. And I got to meet him at her birthday. And I'll never forget, I was like, I was just so hoping he would come, and he came. And when he did, she was like, Pac, there's my brother Caleb. And he was like, where? And he turned around, and I was like, and he was like, what's up, nigga? Just like that. He gave me brought me in. And I was like, oh. You know what I mean? Like, it was dope, because at that time, this was 93. So it was right before he goes to jail for the rape. Like all of that stuff right before then. So this is a different Pac. He hadn't gotten shot yet. Like none of that, right? And it was just like his energy was it was
When he got shot,
this is the I get around Tupac.
Yeah. He was still kind of New York, right?
Yeah. Oh no. He was
once he got shot, it was too much death in his lyrics, too much death on his mind.
Yeah.
Bringing that energy.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's a bonus track on the Above the Rim soundtrack. It's my favorite Tupac record because it's so emotional. It's so like hard and like gangster, but he's pouring his heart out. Like it's a crazy combination that nobody else has been able to master. Right? To be completely vulnerable, but still.
There's one that came close to me. DMX.
Oh yes.
My favorite rapper, and I'm straight West Coast.
Right.
My favorite rappers are Tupac, Nas, and DMX because they all rap about the same.
Nas.
They didn't fuck jewelry, fuck brides, fuck all. They were coming from their heart. All three of them. That's my favorite.
DMX. Listen, so I got to meet DMX too.
Oh, did you? That's right.
What? Let me tell you something about this dude. He literally is that guy and was that guy, and he's the hardest dude I've ever seen in my life, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I meet him. I go to a concert to go see Nas, right? And he's performing at the House of Blues on Sunset. So I'm like, oh, I get to meet Nas. And DMX is not on the card. He's not nowhere. I'm backstage. I'm meeting Nas. I'm like, oh shit. And then I hear a voice say, "Yo, Nas, baby!" And I'm like, I know, like, there's no mistake. He's so iconic, that voice. And it's DMX. He comes in. What's up? Y'all trying to smoke some beef and broccoli with the dog? And I'm like, he called it beef and broccoli. The blunt was the paper was the beef, the weed was the broccoli. Beef and broccoli. Let's roll it up. So he tells the waitress, he's like, so there's a lady back there that's like, Hannah, she's like, you guys want anything? He's like, yo, I'm a rich nigga. Bring me like 2 bottles of Remy, straight up. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, he really talks like this, right? So I meet him, and so I say, what's up? He's like, what's up, dog? You good? Yeah, right. So Nas, you gonna bring me on the stage, baby? What we doing? And I'm like, so it's hype. So Suge Knight is there. So people come back and say, yo, X, Suge wants to talk to you. He's outside. X is like, word? Alright. Right? And I'm like, uh-oh. Like he didn't like that energy. Then all my life, 2 of the biggest Samoan bloods I've ever seen in my life walk like to the back, and they're waiting by the door. And I mean literally like 6'6", 6'7", 300 pounds, long braids with red with red rubber bands, all that, like blooded up. They got bloodline jackets on. Suge Knight comes and stands right there. X says, I'll be right back, dog. He walks over right to the middle of them. Nah, I'm not with that. Nah. All right, baby. And I'm like, and Suge was like, all right. And they walked off. And I was like, did this nigga just like tell Suge Knight no? Like he literally walked in between these big ass dudes and was like, nah, dog. Nah, I ain't with it. And I'm like, and turned his back, like, didn't give. I'm like, oh, that was crazy. Like, I was like, okay. So later when I saw all the stuff, I was like, that's like what he talked about. He was that. Like he was not going to be bullied. He wasn't going to be punked. He wasn't going to be like. He was going to take whatever it was. When you turn your back on people that can hurt you, that is such a sign of lunacy, or the most like, you know what I mean? Like Mike Tyson could turn his back on you. Like that was scary. I was like, yo, handled it. And Suge backed up off of X. I was like, okay, that dude is a lunatic. But but what I loved about him is that he would rap about God in a way that I never heard anybody else. Pac would mention him. DMX did a record with God. He's talking back and forth to God. He's rapping as God and rapping as himself. And then he does one with the devil. That's just as fucking dope. I'm like, yo, that dude was on another level. When it came to an end here, and what I mean is it was through his heart, because he wasn't the best lyricist. Like DMX ain't saying no crazy lines where you're like, damn, that dude. Like Nas is a poet. X was an artist. Like he just spoke from his heart, and that's what Pac just bled. Except Pac was more versatile. He could do anything. He could do anything.
I mean, you know, X was more like a tortured soul that was putting it out there. Because I remember when he had his reality show, and he had said that he wished he could be a preacher, but his demons wouldn't let him. He wasn't going to do it halfway. I mean, that dude was a trip.
He was, but he was a real dude in that way. And it's so interesting. Like when the Tupac thing, because there was a dude in the gym today, and I see on this thing he's listening to the Machiavelli album, and he's just going, and I'm just watching him like, wow, like he's a young dude, and I'm like, he wasn't even born when that man was dead. Pac was dead before that kid was alive. There's no way. I was 16 in '96 when he died, right? So, and this dude, 30 maybe 28. You know what I mean? Like, but this man has been dead 20-something years, and yet impacting a whole generation that have no. You know what I mean? Like legacy live on.
You know, like when you think of rock music, they got like Jim Morrison, whatever, or what is it, Jimi Hendrix? They have all these different people that, like, for decades,
died at 27.
rap don't have that, but they have Pac.
Pocket
Rock
Nip.
music is gonna be like,
Yeah, Pocket Nip. I
He's
love Nip too.
yeah.
he's a different one. And you know what's so crazy? I never got into Nip. Not that I didn't like him, because I met him and he was the coolest dude, and I was like, okay. So the month before he gets murdered, I FaceTime with him. My nephew my nephew was like, look, Unc, you gotta put Nip in your movies. I'm telling you, he's dope. And Nip gets on, he's like, what's up, Unc? What's the deal? And I'm like, yo, and he was like, this nigga young like me. I was like, I said, no, I look young. I'm 40 something. And he was like, oh shit. He was like, but hey, listen, I'm trying to fuck with you, you know. And I was like, I said, look, I'm shooting a movie right now, but when I get back to LA, let's connect. He's like, bet, let's do it. A month later, he was dead. I was in Miami. And my nephew called me crying, saying, check the news, and Nipsey got, and I was like, he got killed before I even got a chance to meet him in person. We were supposed to connect. Oh, I love Nelly. Nelly Nell. Listen.
Apple bottom jeans.
I was Nelly. So let me tell you this. The first time I go to Paris, I'm like 23. Nelly is the hottest dude on the planet. And at the time, we all dressed the same, oversized clothes, white do-rag, New York hat to the back. On top of it, I'm in Paris. I'm walking into a club, and the manager goes, "Oh my God, why didn't you tell me you were coming?" And I'm like, what? And I look at my brother-in-law, Harry, my Will's little brother, and he's with his boy Craig. And the guy goes, "You're Nelly, right?" And I go, huh? And Craig on cue says, "Yeah, that's Nelly. I'm his manager, Craig Crossley. How are you?" Right? The dude was like, and this is before social media. So he was like, yeah, oh my God, I knew it. Come on. He took us in the club, free bottles. He brought girls. I'm not BS. Like, swear to God, right? They thought I was Nelly in Paris for a night. I couldn't believe it. And I got away with it. Like, straight up. So listen, this is the best part. I had to go to the bathroom, right? So to get to the bathroom, it's on the other side of the club. I had to walk down on the VIP, cross the dance floor, and go downstairs to the bathroom. Cool, no problem. But I forget, I'm not Caleb, I'm Nelly. So Nelly is going to the bathroom. The club is, it's France, it's that kind of music. They saw Nelly coming. That DJ spun the record like, you know how they scratch it like to stop? And all you heard was, oh, it's getting hot in here, and everybody goes crazy. They're coming up to me. I'm like, oh shit. I was like, oh, this nigga Nelly is lit. I'm like, oh my God, right? And listen, I was working out at the time. I'm all in shape, so I got my tank top on. They're like, they thinking I'm that dude, because Nelly was Diesel back in the day. I'm in there. I was spoiled a little bit. My sister had bought me some stuff. So I had diamond chain hanging, all that. So they're like, that's him as far as we know. Light-skinned black dude that knows his record and in shape. They were like, that's Nelly. And I got away with it for a night. Can you believe that? True story. You know? So I love Nelly.
AKA Big Nelly. That's right.
I can't believe it, but that's a true story.
And Dubs, you got anything else to say?
Yeah, don't just support Caleb here at his restaurant. Support him in all the stuff that he's doing. He's employing a lot of people. He's doing big things, man. So make sure you support him.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm happy to be here. I'm glad that Dubs and Fig invited me to do this. Like, I'm a fan of their channels. I watch their stuff. They're actually really cool people. This is the first time I've met them in person, and exactly the way I thought they would be is exactly the way that they are. And that's good, like, to be genuine and just be a good person, regardless of ethnicity, regardless of background, regardless of all that. If somebody judge people on who they are when you meet them, and if they're stand up, then they stand up. And these guys are absolutely that. So, an honor and a pleasure, brother.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, YouTube, with that being said, we're up out of here. To everyone that you love them, and everybody, stay tuned. We got a lot more celebrities tapping in with us, and you guys are gonna be very, very surprised. Big time celebrities. Today I had 2 big timers. Tomorrow I got a few more, and next week I got some real big ones. So everyone, stay tuned. All right, YouTube, we're out.
All right, Fig, where's my money? Oh. Just
I got 10 on it. Okay.
Hey, I take it. You know what I'm saying? I'm struggling out here. We on strike.
You know, and you know what's crazy?
Start stripping in the evenings.
And I'm gonna tell you what's crazy. Dubs already told him that we got our running shoes on. So as soon as the bill come, we're going. All right, YouTube, stay up. Much love and
man.
respect. See you soon.